I realized that I neglected to introduce one of the scheduled poems. And so we're going to go ahead and do that now. This poem is by Simon Armitage.
Zoom. It begins as a house, an end terrace in this case, but it will not stop there. Soon it is an avenue which cambers arrogantly past the Mechanics' Institute, turns left at the main road without even looking, and quickly it is a town with all 4 major clearing banks, a daily paper, and a football team pushing for promotion. On it goes, oblivious to the planning acts, the green belts, and before we know it, it is out of our hands. City, nation, hemisphere, universe, hammering out in all directions until suddenly, mercifully, it is drawn aside through the eye of a black hole and bulleted into a neighbouring galaxy, emerging smaller and smoother than a billiard ball, but weighing more than Saturn. People stop me in the street, badger me in the checkout queue and ask, "What is this? This that is so small and so very smooth, but whose mass is greater than the ringed planet?" It's just words, I assure them, but they will not have it.
Ellen, if I could just add a few final words on that.
Sure.
Simon, those of us who are familiar with the tradition of the British poet laureate will recognise that Simon has only recently been appointed as poet laureate, but I knew him long before that because he was born in Marsden. And in fact, Marsden Mechanics was the building that poem referred to. And I think Patrick was tickled by the fact that the title was Zoom, and we're holding this conference on Zoom, and it links so nicely in with the story of Marsden Mechanics. And we're very proud of our local son. It's interesting that there have been 2 or 3 references during the day to poetry, and Marsden now brands itself, in addition to all its other attributes, as the poetry village. And you know, we think that Simon's an important part of that claim.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. And of course, you are yourself a professor of poetry at Leeds University, so you have a very informed vantage point from which to make those observations. And thank you again for being with us.